Hi everyone, Gina Kraft, a facilitator of technology integration and coaching, and I wanted to kind of look at some e-learning things, just being proactive and keeping in mind that we are obviously hitting colder weather, and so there is a possibility that we might have an e-learning day. So um, we're just kind of brainstorming some ideas to make this as seamless as possible for students to get on Schoology, for teachers. And so I thought that I would share this tip and trick and this little idea. Okay, so what I have done is I have created a slide deck over here. It's this e-learning day example. Let me get rid of some of this extra stuff. And what I did was, this is kind of like what housing all of the things, right? So I have like a table, almost like a table of contents slide. And this has like the 6 activities or 6 things that I'm going to want my students to do on this e-learning day. I've already linked things in, so you can see that this is linked and this is linked. Okay, so all of these things are already linked in. Now, in the grand scheme of everything, thinking like beginning with the end in mind, I also made an extra slide for each activity. I didn't go in and put in like all of the explicit directions. However, if I were like conducting this, then on each of these slides, I would have explicit directions. So this is almost like the overview. Like, this is what the overview is going to be that you're going to do. Now here's like the meat and potatoes of it. So I didn't go through and put descriptions and directions. However, if I were actually facilitating this activity, I definitely would do that. So that's just maybe something to keep in mind. So what I'm going to want to do is I want to be able to provide this in the easiest way for my kids to be able to see. So there's like no wondering, I wonder what we're doing today. Oh, like, sorry, Mrs. Kraft, I didn't see what we were doing, so I didn't do it. Like, I want to avoid all of those things. I want to be proactive, make this really simple. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pin this to the top of my page. And it's going to be embedded so that it's like kids don't even have to click out of it. Parents, if they were checking on it, like they could see the same stuff. So we're going to make sure that this is embedded so it's nice and easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Add Materials, and then we're going to go down here to Add a Page. I'm just going to entitle this e-learning practice. This would be the page that's going to have our slide deck on it. Now, what I'd like to do is I'm going to go to this box with the arrow. I'm going to go to Insert Content and Google Drive Resource App. This is, we know, connected to your Google Drive, and so I'm going to be able to just use what I have in my Google Drive that I've already created. I'm going to click this box next to e-learning day example. I'm going to click that little gear, and then I'm going to go to Import Embed. Embed is what's going to make it like appear in Schoology, so that kids don't have to click on anything extra. So I can see that it imported. What I want to do though is, this is going to be small. This is going to be too small for my kids. So I want to change this size. So I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to click this little picture box. And this is going to give me more of those options. So I'm going to go just here into dimensions. And what I found is 825 works really well. So I clicked 825. Let me do that again. I clicked 825, typed that, and then notice it like automatically changes the second number, so it stays like proportionate. Once I have that, I can click insert, and notice obviously our picture went way bigger. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit create. And by default, this is going to go to the bottom of the page. If I wanted this at the top, I could move it to the top, but by default, it's going to go to the bottom. So I'm going to click on e-learning practice, and here's my slide deck. So it's a nice, good size. I can see the arrows here. I can click, and it just all stays right there. Now, if I want to click on any of these links, that's going to take them out, but the rest of it stays right there. Okay. Now, this is great, but really what I want is I want this to be at the very, very top of their page. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to put my cursor down here in like the bottom right corner. I'm going to click. I'm going to drag. Notice how it changed blue. And I'm going to hit Control-C. That's going to copy my slide deck. Now I'm going to go over here to Updates. Click on Updates. And And I'm going to go into this box and hit Control V. And that just pasted in my slide deck. See, it's that nice big size and it's got the arrows. It has everything there. But I want to make sure that this is pinned to the top. So I'm going to go to this little bubble. I'm going to click the bell. It makes it an announcement. So this will stay at the top until you take it off. So maybe after an e-learning day, a couple days after, you probably would want to remove that. But it'll stay at the top until you take it off. And then I'm going to click Post. Look at how beautiful that is. Okay, we have it up on the top and it's nice and big. You literally cannot miss it, right? So like e-learning day, what do I do today? Like, can't miss it. It's the first thing that they're going to see. So that's going to be really super helpful, hopefully, to keep them on track so that they know what they are doing, keep everything embedded in Schoology, less clicks, hopefully make it really easy for everybody. The great thing about this too is with this Google slide deck, if I change my slide deck over here, let's say I make this e-learning day and I'm going to add a couple exclamation marks to this. Okay. Notice that over here on my slide deck right here, it doesn't have that change. However, let me refresh my page. And see it updated. Okay, so that's the really great part about using our slide decks and using those Google tools is we won't have to repeat this process. Once we do it, then it's automatically going to update. So hopefully this will be a quick and easy way to help keep yourself on track, keep your kids on track, let everybody know what we're doing on an e-learning day. Might just be a simple way to kind of be proactive in making sure that students know what they're going to be doing.